Yeah, south of Miami. Yeah. Yes, sir. Gotta dust off them sunglasses. It might get a little bizarre, a little bright out here, man. This motherfucking. Let me take these off, man, because they're gonna fog up. Hot outside. Smoke like my bigger it up. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into it, right? So, I covered this a while back, and I'm surprised a lot of other people didn't talk about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised. And why am I surprised? A lot of people didn't talk about this. They talk about everything goddamn else. And you know, I forget the guy's name, but he he worked at a oh, he's a FFL dealer, you know, go to the gun shows and sell weapons and shit like that, accessories and shit, and he thought it was a good idea. And I don't know who put him up to it. I don't know if it was his plan or somebody else's. I don't know if there's anybody else with him. I don't know if they talked about that, but he was plotting to go to Atlanta and kill a whole bunch of black people to start a race riot. And then I'm looking at some of these people that have been trying to hit off on Trump or whatever they're trying to do. You know, I don't want to give them credit for anything like that. You know, they want to blame the Democrats for that, but it seemed like it's all going back in a full circle to Trump's mouth. It seems like whatever he's been saying has been inciting people to do things. This guy wasn't trying to do blast black folks away at a concert. Just because he was doing it to start a race riot, and I wonder why, and I wonder what political party is he starting to try to start a race riot for? Because it ain't the Democrats that's gonna start it. It seems like it's always the Republicans starting some type of racial shit, right? You know, whether or not it's the Proud Boys, the white nationalists, who, you know them all, right? KKK, whether or not all them voting Republican. Them dudes, they not voting. They is not voting. They is not voting. They is not voting for no damn Kamala Harris. This is all my 3 cents. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bashing nobody or anything. Only thing I'm doing is just giving my 3 cents, because it doesn't seem right how all of a sudden you got Pierce Morgan and all these people saying that Kamala Harris, the vice president, and President Joe Biden should calm down with their words and this and that and the third, when it's the only one person that's saying things, gassing people up. And that's, you know who. Ain't nobody else gassing nobody up like that. Ain't nobody else gassing people up to stop the steal, or you got people on Twitter right now already trying to light the flames for if Trump doesn't win, for rioting. Talking about loading up on ammo. The fuck you loading up on ammo for? We need to load up on ammo and this and the third. And it was hundreds of fucking accounts saying this shit on Twitter. Load up for ammo for what? Y'all What are you preparing for? Gassing people up to hit the streets with weapons. What are you gassing people up for? Like, what are you insinuating? You know, we need to stop the steal and this, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Like, come on, man. Let's get real. If somebody was willing to go out there and cheat on these ballots for President Biden, they would have done it for Trump. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like what? Trump's campaign, one of his campaign people went to jail, a couple of them. For what? I wonder what they do. A lot of people have a stake in Trump winning the election because he didn't get out of jail free card, and and they know when he get in, especially all them people on Project 2025 or whatever it's called, especially a lot of them, because they already used to work for Trump when he was in office, like for the EPA and shit like that. And all these people got together that worked for Trump in the past. Some of them didn't, the majority of them have created this damn Project 2025, and now they want to sit up there in front of the House Judiciary Committee and act like when they get asked the question, if Trump was to win, if he was to ask you to work for him, would you work for him? And it was like, oh nah, I wouldn't. They was dancing around the question because they know damn well that they willing to work for the dude. If he gives them a job, they taking it. They taking it. They taking it. And Project 2025, there's some of that shit in there. It ain't good for nobody. It's not good for nobody. And nobody wants to say nothing in that same meeting, the House Judiciary Committee, in that same fucking meeting. See, they called it was supposed to be basically talking about the ups and the downs Biden administration, how effective it was. But what these cats devised the plan was, the Republicans, to put a whole bunch of people on there that writ things for Project 2025, that writ sections for Project 2025, and they maybe had two people up there that had nothing to do with it, right? And now with the nobody want to talk about it. You know, Fox News don't want to talk about how all of a sudden the truth comes out when it comes to the Afghanistan withdrawal. Because that one lady who wrote a section in Project 2025, she was talking about how the Afghanistan drawback was a failure because a lot of troops died over there. And come to find out, they had no wiggle room with the date for them to withdraw because Trump made an agreement with the Afghans. He made that agreement. He made that agreement all by himself. All by himself. Come to find out, he the one who made it with them Taliban leaders. Gave a date. And then when we tried to extend it, Afghanistan said no. Make that fucking make sense. When they was confronted about the oil prices, and the guy on that same House Judiciary Committee said, okay, how many barrels of oil do we have right now? Lady was like, whoop, whoop, whoop. How many we had a year ago? How many? And lady was like, whoop, whoop, whoop. How many we had 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Lady was like, whoop, whoop, whoop. We have more oil. We have more oil than we did 5 years ago. But the gas prices are high. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. Same thing with the border. Now that all that border stuff is coming out, and everybody want to turn their head, act like they're not hearing what people are saying. Right? They don't want to hear what people are saying. So basically, if one dude that's not even in office can get his constituents together to vote down a bill for the border, right? So in my 3 cents, I'm like, well, how come there's no House Judiciary Committee saying that investigating that person who is not in office, telling people don't vote for it? Why is there no House Judiciary thing to see if that person did it for political gain? You know what I'm saying? People were saying all that Burisma stuff with Biden and all that stuff. That same way of thinking that you got with that is the same way of thinking you should have for your candidate. If you could come up with a thing in your mind because a couple people are saying it that he has something to do with Burisma, well, how come you can't do it with how come you can't do that with old boy? Oh, what does dude say? Mark Wayne said, I'm hearing you, man. The oil prices BS. We getting fucked over. Yeah, the food and the oil prices is and it seemed like this goes all back into full swing to one individual. It seemed like all this stuff is for political gain. They hoping that they can hold this damn thing over our head and that we would give in for temporary relief instead of long-term gain. That's what they hoping. I remember at one point in time when it seemed like they wanted to make it cheaper for you to eat at McDonald's and places like that. I remember at one point in time, people were saying, well, it's cheaper for me to pay for a couple $1 sandwiches at McDonald's instead of cooking the whole meal. No, you get nuggets. You was getting nuggets for like what? You was getting a whole heap of nuggets for like $5, something like that. It all goes back into full swing, back to old boy. I need to change the title to the video, but the main thing in this video I'm trying to highlight is that man who tried to kill a whole bunch of black people. He was plotting to kill a whole bunch of black people to start a race riot. That's what I want people to look at, because a lot of these cats if you could go through Twitter right now on a lot of these pro-Republican joints, you know, them 1776 motherfuckers, right? Damn, he right there. He can't wait to get highway patrol in the cut. You know, a lot of these 1776 motherfuckers, right, are out here basically trying to insinuate people to get out there and riot if Trump loses. There's this civil war type shit. Why is every time during election or before election when people when things ain't going people's way, the first thing smoking they want to do is go buy a whole bunch of bullets, acting like it's gonna be Independence Day 1776. For real. Go look through. Y'all think I'm playing? There's people out there literally doing, like, pumping, gassing people up, like that guy was trying to do. That guy was literally selling guns at gun shows, trying to recruit people with him. And that's what these. Then I'm looking at Twitter. I asked the person. I was like, "Yeah, so what do you mean by that?" They didn't want to respond to that. They was responding to everything else I said until I start asking them, "What the fuck is they talking about?" Because they know what they doing. They know they're over here trying to trying to gas this person up, gas that person up to go buy a whole bunch of guns and bullets for I don't know, man. I just hope that whoever wins, I don't care who the fuck wins, but I'm saying is, man, I don't want to be seeing people get hurt because of over some person, because of some political shit. I don't want to see nobody get hurt over this shit. It ain't fucking worth it. It ain't fucking worth it, man. People got a family like that, and you gonna go out here and try to play toy soldier and run up in the Capitol or something like that. It ain't fucking worth it. Because this time they're gonna be prepared. This time they're gonna be prepared, and in this time I hope that nobody gets hurt, or nobody goes out there and do anything stupid and get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be one stupid motherfucker to do what them dudes did on January 6th, and then and go to jail, get locked up, run for their life, talking about their life is ruined and everything like that, and then play a whataboutism card. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and they got that ass. They got that ass smooth. And it was all because of it. All this goes back into full circle. The last dude, they kind of know what his motive is, but Fox News and everything don't want to say it. They want to keep it. They want to keep pointing the finger at their political rivals and act like they mouthpiece is the one who started it. But if this guy's going back and forth to Ukraine, and somebody says, "Oh no, we're not going to help," oh, they're gonna be all on their own when I get it. So what do you think? What do you think that dude did it for? You know? I'll tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. The most, and this makes me believe. This is the reason why I think that Majority Green should go to jail. She should be locked up. Ain't worth rioting in the streets and destroying businesses either. Right? It ain't. It ain't. Fuck up somebody's livelihood or some shit, and then for what? For what? For what? You gonna go and destroy some shit you can't repay back to? Take you a whole fucking lifetime to pay it back for what? That don't make no damn sense. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Fucking sunglasses fogged up. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. Who that? Laws, what's happening, man? So this is the reason. This is I'm talking about this dude who tried to start a race riot. He wanted to go to a black concert in Atlanta and shoot a whole bunch of black people and plant some racial shit to start a race riot. Yeah. Yeah. That's this year too. So this is the reason why I believe Majority Green should go to jail. And the reason why I believe, I think in my 3 cents that she should be locked up and or censored. She shouldn't be able to hold a political office, right? Because when she was going around calling the president of the United States a traitor, right? You know what she was saying? You know what she said? You know what happens to traitors, right? It's punishable by death, right? And then you calling him a traitor over and over again, and you hiding behind because you're not really throwing it out there. But you can't call nobody a traitor and then say that and then say the person's name. Because at that point, you saying that he should die. As a person, as a congresswoman sitting in there with a political office, that's what you're saying about your president, huh? In front of the whole wide world, and nobody bats an eye. Nobody bats an eye. Oh, I'm doing good, Laws. Doing good. And nobody bats an eye. Make that make sense. Like Umar said, doesn't that sound suspicious? It's crazy. I'm just ranting. I'm just giving my 3 cents. I could be right. I could be wrong. But I'm just giving my 3 cents. You know, hopefully, even if I am wrong or right or whatever, somebody hear it and they figure it out. You know what I'm saying? They figure it out, say it in a better way or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, get people to think more about some of these candidates out here, because of it's always something. It's always something. There's always something with them, man. And I don't believe in a lot of this. I think a lot of these motherfuckers are dirty. It's dirty out here, man. The president and the vice president, they making people go out there and shoot at rallies and stuff. It's not them. It's not them. It's not them. Hell, them motherfuckers ain't even registered Democrats. They registered as Republicans. It ain't, come on, man. Like, you could have waited, homie. You could have waited. Yeah, that dude, these people are off the chain. These people are off the chain, man. And they don't, and it seemed like nobody wants nobody else in to run. They don't want nobody else to mess up what they got going on or something. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's what this is what I always say, man. Before motherfuckers start running their mouth and shit like that about Israel or anything like that, they need to take their ass to war. They need to go see how it really is. You know? They need to get their ass up over there, see how it really is. See how that shit really sound when a missile, bomb, or a mortar hit. They need to go up over there so they can see how death smell like. You know what I'm saying? That's what they need to do. Go on over there and see how it really is. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe some of these motherfuckers get a better perspective on life. You know, maybe they appreciate it more and stop bitching about every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what some of these motherfuckers need. I had to tune their ass up real quick. Yeah, I mean, he has a good ass chance of winning. Trump has a good ass chance of winning, man. He has a good ass chance of winning. You know, his PR team, they good, but at the same time is like, they smart, but you know, they know how to captivate the audience that they want. You know what I'm saying? They know how to captivate those. If you're stupid and you don't want to know the truth, they know how to give it to them. The Trump's PR team, they know how to do it, man. I think they're doing a good job at it, maybe even an awesome job at it. But you know, it doesn't take a high school degree to listen and see right through that BS. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take a high school degree. Anybody can see that shit, man. It's not healthy for nobody. You know, you running for president, but you running for president. You selling pens, selling hats, selling shoes, selling Bibles. selling watches, um, um, and a couple other things. You mean to tell me you can't see through that? While at the same time is you can't help yourself but to point your finger at everybody else and talk shit about them. Talk shit about everybody. Constantly. On Truth Social, Twitter, and all that shit. Constantly. Constantly. Like y'all, nobody has ever seen someone run for president talk so much shit about his political opponent, political rival. You ain't never seen that shit. And it's almost and it shows you though. To me, this is my 3 cents. And it shows me that, you know what? Holy shit. That's some real immature ass shit. It ain't professional. It ain't professional for one. It's childlike. You know, for two. You know what I'm saying? It's like you keep going down the list of things that people say shit like that. They only want you. They gaslighting you. They all that is gaslighting. Gaslighting you. Tricking you. It's like when you get in an argument with somebody and how they win the argument is about is telling the joke or becoming talking over you and just get louder than you to win the argument. You know what I'm saying? When you just, man, that's not right, man. That's not right. And the other person just woofing. And everybody looking like, yeah, man, he got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like that. There's some clouds building up over there. Surprised they ain't going out the other way. I mean, but that's what it seemed like to me. It just seems like a whole bunch. It sounds good to make jokes and shit like that. But at some time is, man, when are you just gonna give people the facts? When are you gonna when you gonna give people, you should just be giving people information, right? You should just be giving people information. You should be and keeping it like that. You know, talking about the vice president, Kamala Harris, was just born that way. Like, come on, man. Like, who does that shit? Like, it's funny and all, but you're no fucking comedian. You know what? Well, he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity. He's a celebrity. You know? He's a celebrity. He's not the first and the last celebrity to run for office, but he's a celebrity. Anyways, y'all, I got to get to work. Hit me up in the comments, man. I get back with y'all. Peace.